I was driving in my car listening to the wrap-up show, and there was a lot of things said that I want to dispute. I want to address.
Well, you know what's irritating me? This boys' night out.
Yeah, me too. I'm not doing it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why? What, they got into that yesterday?
You think it's irritating you?
Well, what happened?
What happened? What happened for you? And I'll tell you what happened for me.
Well, it just seems weird that everybody's like, well, I want to go, and I want to go, and I'm like, what are we talking about here?
I don't know.
Dinner.
It's you know what happened? Gary said to me, two things sort of happened at the same time. Gary said, hey, Beth's away. You want to go to dinner? It was very nice.
Yeah.
Very sincere. Said it to me off the air. I said, yeah, you know what? I said, that'll be fun. Maybe. I said, I gave him a day maybe, but I said, I'm not even sure. I don't know. Simultaneously, Artie called me at home and left me a message, really sweet message saying, hey, I know you got some free time now with Beth away. Let's either go out to dinner or get a couple of guys to go to dinner. Dinner's on me, that kind of thing. Said dinner's on me 5 times. I don't know. It was very. It's on me. It's on me. It's on me. So,
well, I know you are obsessed with making sure that you always pay, and I wanted to make sure
Whatever. So I thought about it. I said, hey, I haven't seen Artie in a long time socially. It'll be kind of fun. And Gary, I always enjoy getting. I said, well, I'll mention to both these guys that we all had the same idea. Let's pick a night and go to dinner real early.
I was thinking honestly, me, you, Fred, and Gary. I thought it'd be a nice little
dinner.
Yeah.
No Benji?
Well, yeah, that's the problem. Here's what's happening. If you listen to the wrap-up show, then it's like, Benji. Well, Benji's like, wait,
no, I wasn't.
I'm insulted. Wait, no, I know you never say that, but it's, all of a sudden we go, well. So Gary gets on the wrap-up show with that John Hine.
Another troublemaker.
Yeah, and they're trying to figure out who should. And I didn't realize Jason feels he should be at the dinner.
Jason feels slighted. He's been waiting for an invite for 8 years or something.
Well, he's in girls' night out.
Yeah, and there's a weird thing that goes on too. Like Jason goes, Jason and Will are one person, like Sal and Richard are one person.
They make
They
one
come
person.
in a package.
They come in a package. Jason and Will come in a package for some reason.
It should be like the man with 2 heads. Chop off one of their heads and put it on the other guy's body. Then you
so
solve
Gary
the
was analyzing the levels, and Jason and Will are definitely in the same level because it's like they're one person. You go, and then Jason even said, well, if he's going to only invite one of us, invite me. Forget Will.
Right.
But meanwhile, you don't invite Jason if you don't invite Will.
Right.
And then it's the same with Sal and Richard. Sal and Richard are one person. They've made themselves into one person. You don't think of them as anything else because, I was even saying to Beth, maybe we should have some people out to the house. We'll have, people from the show. Maybe they. And then I go, oh, but there's a problem. I go, I don't want Sal in the house because he's so fucking weird. I love Sal, but he's weird. And then Beth said to me, well, what's the problem? I go, well, then I can't have Richard.
Right.
Because, well, what do you mean?
Loses out.
I go, because Sal and Richard are the same.
Right.
Can I tell you how weird it could get? But see, Jason and Will does not want to be one person. Right. Jason doesn't mind as much.
Right.
Sal and Richard, both of them want to be one person. They really do.
Right.
So John Hine had some people come out.
In fact, Will and Jason don't even like each other.
Well, Jason likes Will more than Will likes Jason.
Right, yeah, Will doesn't like Jason.
Yeah,
he likes him, but
a big shock when I found out Will doesn't like Jason.
I didn't know either.
Will likes
Jason,
but they became roommates sort of by convenience, not because they have a lot in common.
Right.
And then everybody thinks they're these great friends.
Yeah,
and
that's
Will's
what I thought.
Will's like, we're not great friends. I like them, but we're not like great friends. But let me tell you something. So John Hine had some people out to his house a couple of weekends ago. It was like me and a couple other people. So he drives Sal home every day, and he says, "Hey Sal, would you want to come by?" And Sal says to him, "Did you invite Richard?" And he goes, "No." And he goes, "Do you think you could invite Richard?" And John's like, that was just uncomfortable, not because he doesn't like Richard, but now Sal's dictating who,
the guest list.
Sal said, even on the wrap-up show, I can't go somewhere without Richard without telling him because I would feel too guilty.
Yeah, I mean, these two assholes have become like husband and wife.
They pee together.
Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous.
Every time they walk to the coffee room together, you never see them apart.
Yeah, I mean, it's sort of weird. So that's how this whole... And I was listening to this, and I said, forget going to dinner, because...
It became a big thing.
Hey, you know what's so crazy, too? I'll give you the A, B, and C. First of all, going to dinner with me is so not fun. I mean, Gary and Artie can tell you this. I mean, I go
I've
and...
always enjoyed it.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not what you think it's going to be.
But it's just. I actually.
It's not even great.
I enjoy going to dinner with you.
Yeah.
Because we get to talk about non-show stuff, which we don't do here.
And we have a good time. But
it is enjoyable.
But it's nothing.
It's not the panacea that everybody thinks it is.
Yeah.
Now I got to look up Panacea.
And then, like, I get an email from Wayne Siegel because he obviously listens every day. He knows everything that
So
goes
now
on the
he
show.
wants to be at the dinner?
No, but he goes, hey, and he acts like he doesn't listen to the radio. He goes, hey, I know Beth's away. If there's going to be any kind of dinner or you want to get it together for a boys' night and have
around.
dinner, he goes, I'm around. And I'm like, well, how deep this is turning into a bar mitzvah?
Right. I was like imagining the table now.
Yeah.
Now you need a separate room in the restaurant.
And that's what
because it's a
happens.
party.
And really, there's nothing great about going to dinner with me. I'm such a fucking miserable bore.
Listen, Howard, something casual. I hired Fleetwood Mac.
Right, yeah. Let's bring in the dancing girls.
Now, what's the B and the C? If the A is you're not fun, because I do think you.
The B is wow. If I go to dinner with two guys, everyone gets so hurt and insulted.
If Artie's
did you hear the rap?
Yeah,
Scott the
yeah,
engineer.
yeah.
I've never been invited to dinner with Howard. I've invited this guy to 50 different parties,
But not with just
but
you.
not just me
Yeah.
at dinner.
Yeah.
Well, the other
never happened.
And how does it get to where it's your pressure? You didn't do
Now
any
you
inviting.
have to do
No,
it.
I
on
did.
you.
If it should be made
But
of
hold
me
on.
or
Well,
Gary.
that's what I was going to say. Now all these people are saying they want in. Artie's saying he's paying for the dinner. How are these people inviting themselves?
see, I'm honored that people want to go to dinner with me. I really am. But I have to tell you, no one ever was looking to go to dinner with me. You know what I mean? I mean,
You weren't big man on campus.
no. Nobody.
You're
people
like the
shun
homecoming
me.
queen now.
That's the problem. I'm not comfortable being the homecoming queen.
I see that.
Yeah, I'm not.
That's the one thing. Everybody doesn't hear you when you say that.
I'm
But
not the
everybody's
homecoming
thinking
queen.
selfishly.
Well, I remember,
Scott doesn't go to dinner with anyone. Why do you want to go to dinner with me? What is this?
I didn't say that. They brought it up, and they said it's got invited, and I just said no. I mean, I said the truth. I didn't say I wanted to go to dinner. I never brought it up.
And it was never like that.
Well, you
Gary,
did
Gary and Artie.
You did say that you've never been. You brought up that you've never been invited.
Well, you guys were talking about it, and I just said, yeah, I've never been invited, but I didn't lobby to get invited to this party.
And believe me,
he's given up, like Gary
Yeah,
said.
I given up.
You're gonna have a nice night with your wife at home. What do you need me for?
Lobbying. First of all, it's not a party. I didn't throw a party.
Well, dinner, whatever. But I didn't bring it
not
up.
even a
I didn't
dinner.
complain about it. If it happens, it happens. If not, fuck it. I mean, who gives a shit
I'll tell
at
you
this
how
point?
bad it is. When I had that party and Howard decided to get on the boat, so many people tried to dive on the boat. The boat
I mean,
almost
you know what it
sank.
looked like?
I
It
got
looked
so
like
upset.
Cubans escaping.
Really?
I went
It
to
looked like a
Robin's house.
flotilla.
Robin had this beautiful party, and I'm sitting there. I go, everyone's going on this boat. I got to
She's
go.
got a beautiful
I'm gonna
boat,
go,
too.
I'm going to go on the boat. So I slip on the boat, get right in there. I'm with Robin. Next thing I know, I start to feel water in the boat because the boat was tipping down into the
People were
ocean.
diving off
the water.
deck
People-
as
I mean-
it was leaving.
I mean, and it's embarrassing.
You're a
number
rock
one.
star.
And number two, and then when I'm on there, I feel pressure. Like, well, I should be doing something
Right.
with
Yeah.
everybody.
Right.
I
Now
just
Now
want
you
to
got to
sit.
make it a big event.
entertain the boat.
Yeah, I it's crazy.
But this has turned into just. Artie and I were both had the same thought. Like, okay, how is that doing? Let's go out to
and
dinner.
I
And now
thought
it's
it would
like
be-
the Last Supper.
I know. So I shouldn't have said anything on the air. That was my mistake. I just thought it was. I don't know.
It
It
said it
applied.
after the fact.
Yeah.
Because that's what happened.
Can we bring up one other thing? Because I didn't make
I
it.
should play those clips.
But
yeah.
it didn't make it to the wrap-up show clips. Like Will and Jason were talking about how they did go to dinner with you once early on, right when they first started working here. I
Yeah.
told you, hey, these two guys do great work. I want you to meet them.
Right.
And now they're both lamenting the fact that they were really young. They had just started working here. They were completely starstruck by you. And it almost didn't feel like a dinner. And they'd like to get another shot, but they don't know if it's ever going to happen.
Well, first of all, I
Well,
don't
that's what started Jason's lobbying.
don't
He's
even-
lobbying before time runs out.
I don't even remember that dinner.
Cinderella.
We went to Josephina's.
Oh, did we?
It was the four of us and Casey.
Wow. Oh, there's a party.
Oh my God!
What the hell was going on
Casey
there?
was building a computer at the
Yeah, right. I didn't realize Casey was going home praying to Satan.
Oh,
Drawing
that
in
did it.
blood in the Bible.
Right. Let's see.
I got a new King James version I'm going to bleed on.
All right, here you go. Let me see if I should. I don't know. We've kind of actually explained everything that went on.
I didn't hear this, though. I'm dying to hear what
You want to
You
hear
do
this?
the levels.
you always want to hear the passion.
Right.
All right, here you go.
I got an instant message from Jason that was like sort of ha ha ha. You know what I mean? But he's like, Will and Jason, I would really like to go. And I said, but if he says no to Will, then just have me come. It was a joke. It was a joke.
You sure
it was like, if you can't get both of us, then get me in.
So it was one of those jokes, but also asking to be included in the dinner.
I got the impression that they would like to come. But for Jason, I got the impression he'd like to come no matter what. And I think I know Will well enough where Will would like to come if he were invited, but is not looking to come if he's not invited. That's just Will's personality. Will's like, I'd love to come, but like, I'm not going to fucking beg you to go.
So wait, are you saying Jason's looking to come even if he isn't invited?
Yes.
Did anybody else lobby besides Jason?
Not so far. He was the first.
And only.
But he won't be the last. I can guarantee you he will not be the last.
So Jason, you blatantly lobbied with an IM?
Yeah.
Posing as a joke?
No, I wasn't a joke.
I thought it was.
I was being dead serious.
Level 1 is Howard, Robin, Fred, and Artie. I'm mostly in level 1, but sometimes I can be in level 2. Probably more level 1 now than I used to be, but there was a lot of times where it was those 4 guys in the studio, and then
I just realized all the wrap-up clips you pick, it's just you talking, Gary.
I don't pick them.
Oh, you don't?
No, John picks them.
So you mostly talk, I guess.
No, that's not true. I mean, just today it is, but it's not always at all. So rides level 1 and level 2. Benji's definitely in level 1 a lot, but certainly no lower than level 2. Level 2 is, I think, the guys in the office, which is John, Jason, Will.
Sound Richard?
Well, see, but the thing at Sal and Richard is they're weird because not only are they connected, I think that Sal sometimes pulled down Richard's rating. You know what I mean?
No.
Well, he's right about
He's
that.
absolutely right.
He's right.
That's a great analogy.
Because I would invite Richard to things.
There's a level 3, and Sal keeps Richard there.
Yep. Sal's in no man's land.
Howard, you can invite Richard. I have no problem with it, for real.
I know you don't.
I know you want me to
But
be angry
Richard
about
hasn't.
it, but
But Richard hasn't. Hey, by the way, I want to defend Sal for once.
thank you.
Sal.
There you go.
You got to hear this clip. This is Sal on the wrap-up show, okay? Mm-hmm. I ran into Sal in the hall yesterday, and honest to God, he was turning the corner. And I saw him, and I said, oh, there's Sal. I never get to talk to Sal. Let me talk to Sal. So I asked him a couple of questions, and we started talking. This is before the show started yesterday. And we had a conversation. I don't know, a 2-minute conversation. And then he was telling me he had seen the Leno show, and he had some thoughts about it, which were kind of interesting to me. So I go in the studio. It dropped a bombshell around here. People started accusing Sal of trying to kiss my ass, that Sal had waited and stalked me so that he could have time with me. This is what I mean right here.
This is crazy. Everything that happens here is observed if it happens around you.
Yes. This is what
and then analyzed.
Yes. And Sal did nothing wrong. I'm telling you, I stopped Sal in the hall to talk to him. Sal had nothing to do with it.
So you were kissing ass.
Yeah, I actually was. I was kind of, I wanted to connect with Sal. And I tell you, listen to this part of the wrap-up show.
What was so funny?
After yesterday, Howard had to complain about the Jay Leno show. Well, guess who else had to complain about the Jay Leno show? To Howard. And so before the show today, Sal had to stop Howard.
And that JD watches everything from that glass room of his. He's right next to me.
He's consumed with this, too.
Well, JD sits right outside my office, and he has a glass wall, so he watches everything.
And had to just go into this long diatribe about everything that was wrong about the Leno show, and even like how bad his monologue is.
You know, JD's right. First of all, Sal's usually not in the hallway, so Sal A had to be here on time today, and then B, he had to be in the hallway. Sal doesn't usually wait in the hallway.
So you think Sal? Wait. So you think Sal planned this strike? You think he knew when Howard was walking down the hall, stepped out, and made sure that he stopped Howard in his tracks?
Yes, I think that Sal watched it last night because Howard talked about it. I do agree with that. I think that he formulated on his last night on his way in this morning. I think he formulated an opinion. Sort of a discussion to have with Howard, and made sure he was there to have it with him.
Brian, did he bounce that off you at all on your drive in?
He definitely did something like that.
He ran
it by me. He also said, it was like funny because I was like, why do you even bother watching him? All you're doing is giving him more publicity when you talk about it. And he goes, I don't know why I watch it. I guess I watch it because Howard told me to, and talked about watching it. So I want to, get his opinion about it.
Well, Sal was totally, trying to defend himself. And I'm here to tell you that I'm the one who called Sal into the conversation. And Sal ran into me. He was completely on the other side of the building.
You went looking for him?
No,
or
I didn't
what?
look for. No, he just happened to turn the corner. It was a total random meeting in the hall.
All right.
There was no setup. If he wanted to see me, he would stand outside his door.
And the fact is,
watched Entourage.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact is, I don't know why he's catching shit about him doing maybe some show research. It's a big subject
Yeah,
on
it
the
was
show.
fine,
Sal's
yeah.
a writer on the show.
Right.
Yeah, why wouldn't you try to check it out and have an opinion about it?
I watched Entourage on HBO On Demand. Then I turned on Leno, and after 7 minutes, I rolled over. Then in the morning, I'm with Brian. Of course, it's a normal topic of conversation. Jay Leno comes up every day, so I discuss what I saw with Brian. We talk about a million subjects, but Brian, to say that I fabricated this or to test it out, no, he said I came across as testing it out. You know that's bullshit.
Dude.
It's
Come on. Come on. It's really not.
Okay, so now I express my interest on a show that everybody has an opinion about.
So, okay,
everybody,
answer
just so, which all of a sudden now, me expressing an opinion turns into some sort of conspiracy that I'm going to get Howard in a corner in the hallway and kiss his ass. It's ridiculous.
How many days a week? Stop talking for a second. How many days a week do you stand outside your door
Never.
and wait for Howard to
Never,
come?
He never does.
And why did you do it today?
I didn't. I was walking down the hall and he was walking towards me.
How convenient.
So Gary was really busting his balls.
Everybody
but Sal,
believed it. You know, it was a theory that everybody jumped on.
Sal never, ever bothered. Sal is across the hall from me, and he sits in that room. He never bothers me in the morning. And I am telling you, he was walking in the hall. He was coming around the corner, and I stopped and spoke to him.
Well, he certainly could have used your help yesterday.
I know. Well, I heard this on the replay. Ralph, you're on the air.
Yeah, I was listening to that. These guys sounded so fucking ridiculous. They sounded like a bunch of fucking jealous girls because Sal talked to you in the hall. They all were freaking out.
Yeah,
like they got some FaceTime. Sal got some FaceTime with you, and they were all fucking jealous.
And I was interested in what Sal had to say. Actually, in that JD, one thing that drives me crazy with him, he sees me walk by every day, and I always bang on his glass and say hi to him, and he acts like he don't even say hello back to me. And meanwhile, he's watching everything I'm doing.
Yeah, you're like TV to him.
Yeah, he watches it. He was busy watching Sal and myself in this hallway.
I should be me in the hallway.
You know what they say, JB?
Yeah, who knew you were sitting there beating off going, I should be with Howard.
I don't know. That wasn't it at all. It was how passionate Sal was sounding.
He was having a conversation.
Okay, I get that now. All right, calm down, guys. I apologize to Sal, and I don't know how to react whenever you just knock on my window.
I wave to you. You wave back, you mutant.
Well, I don't want to bother you.
Bother me. I'm bothering you.
Yeah, you can't, waving back would not be bothering him.
Well, sometimes I'm actually doing
JD
something
is so
too.
used to people shunning him. He's like Frankenstein. That's why he accidentally kills a girl down by the river.
Of all the people to be in a glass office to be observed.
Oh yeah. I love those tours.
I understand JD is kind of awkward and stuff, but you would figure after like 8 years of talking, he would learn how to talk and stuff. He still can't
Did you
talk.
hear the tape of him yesterday on the
that
wrap-up
was
show?
great. I loved it.
JD could not get out a sentence on the wrap-up show yesterday. Wait, I don't know. Listen to this. Listen, here's JD on the wrap-up show yesterday. You got to hear this.
He's retarded.
I don't know if he necessarily actually wants me there.
He asked you point blank.
But that's on the air. We'll see what happens off the air. Something happens.
He doesn't talk to anybody off the air.
Well, whatever. Well, okay. We'll see. I mean, it's still they don't even know when they're doing it.
What's going to happen off the air?
I'm not saying. I'm just. I don't know. I'm just saying. It's.
He asked you on the air. If you're not there, he's going to go, "Where's JD?" And I'm going to go, "I don't know. He didn't take it seriously."
Well, first of all, I have to be told. Listen, no plans have been made. So until that is done, if I get the plans known to me or something, then I'll go. I guess.
What are you talking about?
I said to JD this morning, what happens to you on there? He goes, I get pressured because you're not allowed to have dead air, and it screws him up talking.
I love when JD goes, listen.
Right.
Because you're going to have to listen hard.
JD's a pro, no dead air.
So you hate when those tours come through because people introduce themselves to you, right? Like, that's the thing. You hate that.
Well, it's just odd. It's just like, it's odd. I don't know them, and
It's like, it's odd. It's like,
why don't you get curtains?
I don't know.
I don't know them.
That I know
but
that.
I'm a guy and I tap on that glass and you get weird.
No, I know, but sometimes I'm actually putting, trying to finish editing something or whatever.
Right.
Sometimes.
Okay.
Not now.
But the speech thing, I figured, Ralph makes a good point. You think after like 8 years being around us and you're pretty well accepted, I can understand maybe most of your life you were shunned. But gee whiz, that's a guy. I mean, you got damaged all over you when you talk like that.
There's no shame. If you played JD on the air 8 years ago and today, it's just...
I know. Here's JD talking about fancy restaurants because I guess he was commenting on fancy restaurants because we were talking about going out to dinner.
Right.
The problem I have with whenever I've eaten at nice restaurants is the portions. The portions seem very... I mean, they seem small, but, after you eat it, you seem okay. But, man, you look at, like, a little, like, strumpet or something, and it's like... And the fancy plates. Whatever. That's just me.
So you're a quantity guy, not a quality guy? Is that what you're saying?
No, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I seem like I should be, or not should be, but like when you're looking at the fancy food and it's, less quantity, then I become quantity. But after I eat it, I become quality. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying anymore.
He never finished a sentence.
No, he really is that kid from that movie.
Yeah, sometimes like at the end of my stand-up set, I'll bring JD on stage and I introduce him, and the crowd loves him.
They love him,
and then he goes to say something, and he goes, "What? I don't know."
I can never. He introduces me sometimes, and every time, like, I just don't know what to say, and I haven't even came up with anything to say. And but
I do it now. It's been 2 years. Maybe you think of a little line.
Well, I don't know.
When the tour
fancy plates.
When the tour comes, what do you mean the plates intimidate you? What is that fancy plate?
No, I mean they're just like squares or something. I don't know.
Square plates intimidate you?
That throws you?
No, but it's
There's
the
a
way.
parallelogram on the plate.
I don't know.
I start thinking about
what do you mean?
science.
I want to understand. What are you saying about plates in a restaurant?
Just they're different. They're like a design. They're an actual, like, people put thought into what the plate looks like.
Yeah,
that looks like a pharaoh.
And you don't like it?
I didn't say I don't like it. It's just different.
You just said, those portions are small.
I don't even know what I said yesterday.
Yeah, well,
the silverware.
What did you mean with the portions were small, but then it's filling? Like,
well, like
it looks small.
Well, yeah, when you first look at say something that's a smaller portion. It looks small, and it's like, how is this going to fill me? But then, after you eat it, you seem okay.
I have portion anxiety.
Do you think there are trick plates? Like, the plates are so big that they make the portions look small?
No, that could be true.
It's like the mirror on your car.
That could be it. I haven't thought about that.
I don't know. The wrap-up show yesterday was really good. There was a lot going on. And then... But Sal made the best point I've ever heard him make, actually, about you, Robin.
What did I do?
Well,
crazy.
He was talking about... when you and I were sort of going at each other, and I was talking about how you want to be married, and you made this statement, and Sal actually really hit into something.
What did I say?
Sal, what'd you think of that whole exchange?
Typical Robin.
What do you mean?
Way? She's an alien. I don't mean that in the way you might be thinking. She's just not from this planet. I don't get her. I mean, she every day some wacky shit just comes out of her. The fact that you, as a human being, cannot... I mean, she can't find love. She can't attach herself to somebody. She always pushes men away. She wants to be with somebody, but not somebody she'll miss. What the fuck?
I mean, that was key. You said... I want to be in love with somebody, but not with somebody I'm going to miss.
I never said that. See, you
did.
people are
Get the
I
tape.
said, I'm not looking to be with somebody, so I'll miss them if they leave. That's what I said.
No.
I said I wanted to be with somebody because I care about them.
Robin, you know what love
but
is?
I would always want somebody to pursue their dreams
What is
without
love?
fear
That's not the
of
same thing.
making me upset.
That's not what I'm talking about. What is love to you? And don't start yelling. Tell me in a calm voice.
Because you won't listen to me. You're talking and not letting me tell you what I said.
What is love? What is love?
I want to know what love is.
What is it? What is your definition of love? I want to know.
I don't have a definition of love.
Yes, you do.
I do
Everyone
not.
does. How do you know when you're in love with someone?
Everyone does. I have to be.
Have you ever been in love?
Yes.
Okay. What was that experience
It's
like?
a deep caring for someone.
Okay. So you care for somebody.
Yeah.
This someone wasn't you.
Now, you said you're open to the idea of marriage.
Sure.
Okay. So far, so good, right?
Okay, we're on
All
the
right.
same page.
Same on the same
far,
page.
You've said what I've said.
All right. I would assume if you marry someone, you would be in love with them. Am I correct?
I would hope so, yes.
Okay. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you think it would be unusual that if your husband, who you're madly in love with, went away for a month, that you would miss them?
No.
You think that? You think
why
you would
would
not
I
miss them?
I can still talk to them. It's not like they got on
Wow. You're
the
sick.
Mayflower.
You're psycho.
And you can't ever talk to them ever
You're
again.
lying.
Oh, my
Would you miss the person?
And
who
then
you-
I would also go see them.
Let's say you couldn't.
I would look forward to enjoying them
No,
in
I didn't
another
ask you
way.
that. Would you miss them when they were, let's say they were gone for, like, I'm going to go visit Beth, but I'm not going to see her for 2 weeks. Do you think it's unusual that I make the statement, I would miss her for 2 weeks?
Yes, the
You think
way
that's
you say it, because it's like I'm inconvenienced. I
said I missed her.
This is what it sounds like to me.
Have you ever missed
been
anyone?
Made to
You're
be
psychotic.
uncomfortable.
You're uncontrollable now.
Oh, okay.
You've gone completely off the deep end. You know what it is, and I'm going to tell you what
I
you.
have not gone off the deep end.
Off
This is
the
where
air.
I've always
This is this
been.
character you've developed on the air.
No, wait.
Because off the air.
You're an asshole.
No.
Because you don't
You
know
developed
who
a character.
I am.
I don't.
And you will
This is not the-
continually misinterpret
This is
me
not the
and
person
then
I
tell
talk to
me-
off the air.
And then tell
You're being
me
a hard ass. Be yourself.
I am
Be
not
yourself.
me.
Be yourself.
Oh, stop.
You're developing a character here because
I'm not a
you want
character.
what? You can't be
I'm
a woman.
being me.
You can't be a sensitive woman on the air.
I am as sensitive as they come.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. I'm just not
You
crazy.
won't. You mean?
want
is it
me to be
embarrassing?
crazy.
Is it embarrassing to you to admit
want
that you would
me
miss the man?
To be crazy. That's
it
what you want. You want me to be miserable
You are crazy.
and crazy.
No, you're crazy.
I happen
You're
not
insane.
to be a miserable
You're not crazy.
person.
You're nuts.
I don't look for reasons to be upset.
You mean it would What about admitting that you might miss another human being is embarrassing to you? What does that say to
How
you?
can you miss somebody these days? There's so many ways to communicate.
Well, it's
Wow.
not that she can even make that statement because she doesn't even know who this guy is, and she can't say maybe I'd miss somebody.
Because I guess she's never really missed anyone.
No, I haven't.
Have you ever been in love?
Yes.
With who? Mr. X?
Mr. X, yeah.
You didn't look like you were missing him. I'll give you that.
I miss him.
I was like, see ya.
I don't think you've been in
Take
love.
care, brush your hair.
I loved him very much.
You were in love with him.
Yes.
And was there a time where you wouldn't see him for a month?
Probably not a month.
2 weeks?
No, never that long.
All right. Well, then I don't know. I mean, I don't know how to get this out of you, but I think there's nothing wrong with admitting you might miss someone.
haven't had her gone for a month. You were having these issues. She hadn't even left yet.
Yeah, because I miss her.
But she was there.
I was sad that she was leaving. Yes, that's true. That's love.
Oh, please. That's ridiculousness.
That's ridiculous.
No,
What do you
yes,
think
it's
love
ridiculous.
is? I'm in touch with my feelings. You're
Oh,
not.
You're not in
You're
touch
fucking
with
off the
any-
wall.
You're
off the wall.
You're crazy.
Well,
you're
Howard,
having
you're the other-
feelings of missing a person while they're still there.
No, I knew that I would miss her.
But
we
how
were
did you know
sad.
that? She hadn't done it yet.
Holy mackerel.
But Howard, you're the other way. Beth goes away for a night and you miss her.
No.
And this is what I'm saying. He's already experiencing something that hasn't happened.
No. Listen, I'm a
Now,
functioning...
you can tell me that is not crazy, and a lot of people will go along with you, but they're all crazy.
Why
too.
are you worried about your cat dying, but your cat's not dead yet? Why are you worrying about it?
I wasn't worried about my
Why are you
cat
worried about it?
dying.
Yes, you are.
I was worried about
Why are
him
you worrying
suffering.
about it? Oh, come on.
And wondering what
not- how
to
do you
do
know
about
he's
it, and
suffering?
having to make the decision to put him to sleep.
No, that's not true.
Yes, it was.
I think you've lost it. And I think
well,
you're not in
guess
touch.
what? We're both of the same opinion about each other.
Right. You've gone off the deep end now.
You are a mess.
I'm not a 34 on the narcissism scale.
No, you're probably a 60 if you answer the questions right.
And you're not jumping out of planes.
That's right.
That's insane.
Oh, no, he's not jumping off the chair. He won't go out.
Oh, my God. So if,
Can't
you
even get him to
decide,
dinner.
so if you decide to put your cat to sleep in a month, would you be sad?
What?
If you decide to put your cat to sleep in a month, will you be sad?
If you tell me now in a month I have to put my cat
That's
to
right.
sleep,
Will you-
that's different than being able
Why
to
be
talk
sad
to
now?
Beth on the phone.
But why be sad now? The cat's here.
That's
Why be
different than
sad
being
now?
Because I'll never be able to be with him again. You will be with Beth again. You can
I
talk
see.
to her every day.
I see.
Can't make out with a phone.
Yeah. It's a big difference between somebody being with you and talking to them on the phone.
No, there's a big difference
Robin,
in having this
can I
feeling
tell you something?
that you
There
can't be
isn't-
attached to someone unless they're there.
Why live together at all then?
There's some people who don't have to live together.
There isn't a person listening to this conversation right now saying,
Look,
what
just
happened to
because
Robin?
everybody's
Do you understand?
nuts doesn't make
so
it
you're
right.
the normal one.
Just because
Do you
everybody's
see the
nuts
narcissism in that?
doesn't make it right.
Everyone
and
else,
number two,
everyone else is abnormal
has
and you're normal.
nothing to do with right.
No, you're putting on an act. I don't even believe what you're saying.
And I'm just telling you who I am. You don't want to know me.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know who you are, but this is not who you are.
Okay,
This is the character,
right. I'm
Robin.
the person you have in your head, not the person I have in my head.
You are a narcissist.
And you agreeing with Sal, you really ought to question yourself.
I agree with Sal. I agree with Sal.
That right there should tell you something.
Well, I agree with that. No, but I think I mean, if you care about someone, you could say to them, "I'm going to miss you." I'm going to miss. You're going to miss them.
No, not Robin. She only misses them. She doesn't even miss them when they're gone, and certainly would never miss them and say, "Gee, I'm going to miss you when you're gone."
He misses her while she's here.
No, I said I'm going to miss you. That's the difference.
You're already experiencing the missing. Ugh, I'm so upset she's leaving.
Yeah, I like being with her.
It depends on how much you let it affect you, but everyone can relate to saying, "I'm going to miss
And that's
somebody."
of course, what Robin is talking about is abnormal.
The time that you're with
Who said
the
I wasn't
person?
enjoying? We had a great time.
Oh, please.
But that's not weird. Of course you would. You realize you're going to miss Beth.
Look at who's talking.
Listen, you're the only
Bond.
one. Robin, you're the only one who even
I don't care
enunciates
if I'm the only
this.
one. I'm simply telling you who I am. Why do I have to be like everybody else
no,
for you?
But listen, you've got a problem. You need to go back in therapy.
I have a problem.
This is tremendous narcissism. It really is. And you know what? I understand why you built up these
so
defenses.
Funny. You're so
I know
funny.
it works
There's
for you.
no defense here.
Yep. You're very, very defensive. Right now, you're being very defensive. I'm trying to help you, and you're not allowing me in. Fred, what do you make of what Robin's
Don't
saying?
even start with Fred.
Fred will tell you the truth.
Fred's a committed,
What
successful.
difference does it make? What difference does
Robin-
it make? What the opinion is?
I want you to understand that this sounds abnormal.
I think Robin believes what she says, and I think her
sad.
standpoint. I find it a little sad. I do.
Yeah, me too.
Because I think
I'm only saying 'cause
it's
I'm
a
sad
form
for you.
of protection. It's like you don't allow yourself to get
She's very
that
well
close
protected.
to people, and I understand
The
that. I've
suit
been
of
that way
armor.
myself sometimes.
She's more covered than Lady Gaga.
But I understand why she has that opinion.
We've all
I do
been
understand
burned
it.
by the flame of love.
Robin, I understand.
And by the way, Sal,
You're all
and that,
codependent. That's what your problems are.
But and I'll ignore that insult. But in that clip with Sal,
They're insulting me, but you're going to ignore my
Sal was
insult
being
to
a
you.
kiss ass in that clip. In that clip right there,
A
where he was
kiss-ass where?
attacking Robin, he was being a total kiss ass.
To who?
To you.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah,
I
absolutely.
didn't. Robin and I really didn't have much of a discussion.
He had to put Robin down.
No, he's saying.
Sal does that. Sal does that.
It's a wild statement when somebody says, "I certainly don't want to be in love with someone if that means I have to miss them."
I didn't say that either. I said I wouldn't fall in love with someone so that I could miss them and make them uncomfortable about living their lives.
How can you control? How can you control missing someone?
But that's part of
Why
the
would you want to
equation.
control that?
I mean, the definition of
I think
love.
it's. You know what? I think
First
Beth
of all,
loves the fact that I
just because
miss her.
somebody leaves doesn't mean they're ripped out of my heart.
Listen, darling.
But those are your words. That's not what's going on
That's not
here.
what's going on. Beth likes the fact that I miss her.
Good for her and good for you.
And so
I
would
didn't
you-
say
and you
that.
would enjoy that
But,
too.
No, I would not feel good about you feeling bad. if
That's
I
not
left.
a bad feeling, missing someone. It's being human.
That's part of love.
That's
Hate to
that's
say it.
called being a human being.
For you, Fred.
For anybody.
And,
if you go to a definition in the dictionary, love is
it
part of
says
an
you have
affection
to
and an
miss-
attraction.
My life
you
isn't
have to
falling.
miss them?
My life isn't
It
falling
happens.
apart, Robin. It's just I miss
Yes,
her.
it
That's it. No, it's not.
You're a
I'm
mess.
functioning very well. I'm having a great time.
You didn't know if you could.
I had a great day yesterday.
Sure you did. You were miserable.
I had. You're talking about being a human being, and you know what? I'm going to tell you something. The day a
With
guy
this human
calls you,
being. Okay, I'm an alien, just like Sal said.
if a guy called you up and said, "Robin, I haven't seen you in 2 weeks. I miss you," That would melt your heart. And stop saying...
No, it's not.
You're
what
so
you
full of
say.
shit.
You say, "Oh, where's my wife? She's supposed to be here for me."
Oh,
What
my goodness. That's not what I'm saying. I enjoy being with her. And wouldn't you be honored if a man
See,
called
now
you
you're
up?
taking what you said and what
What?
I'm reacting
No.
to and turning into this noble thing.
Listen.
That, wow, honey, I really miss you.
I love you, and I'm sad for you.
Please.
That's all I'm going to
Yeah,
say.
do you miss me when you don't see me?
Do you think
Not right now, I don't.
Right
Right now, I need to get away from you.
You can't miss me.
Oh,
you
that's
can
not
see
true.
me.
I miss you right
and
now.
You've never missed me.
I do miss you, and you know I miss
never
you.
called and said, "Robin, I miss you."
You never left for a
when
month.
we didn't, yes, she did. When we were in Washington and we were broken up as a team.
We were apart for
And
a
did you
long
miss
time.
me? I missed you.
I missed you every day.
All right,
But
so-
I never said anything.
And you're in love with me.
Do you think Robin could ever be married?
No.
Yeah, right.
I wouldn't
Oh,
say that.
listen to you, Ralph. Could you? No.
No.
No, but you don't realize that. Now you're thinking about being
I'm
married.
looking to learn something.
You want
You're
to know
not.
something, Ralph? Robin could be married. I'm going to take that back. I'll tell you why.
I agree with you,
Because
Howard.
Robin off the air is a mush.
A mush.
She loves romance. She loves to be with her partner. I've seen her in action. And the day that she meets the right
I
guy.
certainly would enjoy another human being.
Yes,
sure.
she would.
I would
And-
enjoy it.
And Robin needs a man who is going to miss her when he's not with her and really enjoy her and be with her. She's a lovely woman.
If she found that perfect match,
And-
she would miss him as
Oh,
much
yes.
as you miss
Believe
Well,
me.
I'm certainly willing to find out.
Yes. She wants to explore this side of herself. She's on guard.
I'm just telling you what I know.
You need eHarmony.
I know
You
what
need
I know about
Facebook.
you, and I know the real you.
All right, Howard. You
And
know
you're
what?
a
There
mush,
are times that
and
I
you're a
know you better
romantic.
than you know yourself.
No. And I agree.
And they, maybe the same is occurring here.
You're
but
a
I
romantic.
don't know what you're talking about.
You're a romantic, and you love
romance, of course.
Yes, you do. And you would melt.
She would go gaga.
If a man,
Lady Gaga.
You'd be like Lady Gaga if a guy said to you,
You'd have a bird's nest on.
if a guy,
You miss me?
I'd be
Robin-
wearing a mask.
I'd be
Robin,
wearing a beehive.
Robin, I had to go to Vegas or go to, I don't know, pick a place, Atlantic City for 2 months.
Atlantic City. I
I don't
think
know,
I
wherever
could
they
get
get
there.
Cincinnati.
and whatever it is, you had to work or whatever, and you were separate, or he had to go to the Middle East. I don't know. You're with some Arab. I don't know what you're with.
Hello, Osama. I can't pick it. I miss you lots.
Right. And you go,
Ramadan.
Around about this guy? There's some guy in Florida or something she's flying around.
what is this?
Like, is there some guy in Florida or something?
I don't know what Ralph is talking about.
Yeah,
Is that true,
I think so. I think there's something.
Robin?
There was
I
a
don't
rumor.
know what Ralph is talking about. I'm
I don't
not
know of
flying
this.
around to Florida.
You are seeing a guy in Florida.
No, I'm not.
Well, what if this guy called you up and said, you know what, Robin? I miss you.
This imaginary guy?
Let's say, I don't know. Who knows? Ralph seems to know
I
something.
think over the summer there was. So you were in Florida a lot.
I was not in Florida a lot. I was in Florida once.
Were you seeing a man in Florida?
I see lots of people in
Were
Florida.
you
That's not the
seeing
answer.
a romantic man
No.
in Florida?
No.
Okay, all right. I agree. I know you don't lie, so she's not. She's telling the truth.
Are you dating Dan Marino?
Ralph, she doesn't lie to me.
I don't know.
No, she would always tell me the truth. She would even say, "I prefer not to answer." But if she said she didn't have romance in Florida this summer, then she's telling the truth. What you think?
Look,
You
all
think
right,
Robin would lie to
so-
me?
You think she's Sandra
Robin would lie
Bernhard?
to me?
Sleep with Sandra Bernhard.
Do you think Robin would lie to me?
Talking about that.
Robin, are you lying to me when?
No, I'm not lying to
All right.
you.
So you did not have sexual relations in Florida.
No, I did not.
Okay.
Was there somebody
In
in
Georgia.
Florida you were seeing or interested in?
I go to Florida because I like the state.
Well, that's not answering
right.
the question.
Yeah, the state the Klan started in? Come on.
So
They got good taste.
all right. So
Wow.
I'm
In
just saying,
states, anyway.
Florida flies around the country to see men.
right.
What?
Because she misses him.
Yeah.
What did you say?
Yeah, I said you fly around the country to see men.
All
She
right.
loves romance, and she's a very, very soft-hearted person, despite the on-air demeanor. And there's certain defenses everybody builds up, including myself. And her particular defense is the suit of armor that Robin wears every day.
She tries to be tough.
Is this tough guy thing.
Good
But let me
Lord.
tell you something, and this is an advice to all men who want to be with Robin. You shower this woman with the kind of attention I'm talking about, where you say, Robin, I love you. I miss you.
Yeah.
She will melt
like
and be yours forever.
See, I can relate. I'm with a lot of women who actually need a shower.
Right.
When you were seeing
Well,
Jim,
they're on drugs, these
when
girls.
you were seeing Jim and you were in the middle of that hot and heavy, you didn't miss him when he went on the road and
No.
no.
That's what he did.
Did you miss him?
No.
Okay.
Strange.
All right.
Poor Jim.
I'm crestfallen.
This is why I failed.
All right. Thank you, Ralph. All right. Mr. Smooth, you have the last word on this. I must take a break.
I
It's
don't
been
want to hear from Mr. Smooth.
You do not?
He's Mr.
Who
Smooth,
is
Robin.
Mr. I don't even know what Mr. Smooth is
Gotta know
going
what
to
he's
say.
talking
I
about.
don't know what he's talking about.
Robin doesn't want to hear from you.
Why are you wasting your time with Robin?
What?
She doesn't know what. Why are you wasting your time with Robin? She doesn't know what it feels like to be in love. There's
She
nothing
knows.
wrong with you missing Beth. She's 2,000 miles away. That has nothing to do with her talking on the phone. Maybe just miss holding her in bed.
Of course.
No idea what the fuck she's talking about. She's way off.
Again, all of you are crazy.
You want to know something? The opposite has been true in my life, where my reaction to somebody, leave me, I wouldn't even acknowledge that I miss them, and I would behave.
But that's a defensive mechanism.
And I would behave in a strange. That's right.
But you
that was my way of getting through
acknowledge
it.
what you felt.
And I'll tell
That's
you,
what you're
now
saying.
I'm acknowledging what I feel, and you're not acknowledging what
I
you
didn't
feel.
say you weren't acknowledging what you
Right.
felt. I said what you felt was sad.
Yes, I wasn't acknowledging it. You're right.
Howard, you were right on point the other day when you said you knew you were in love when you want to lay back in bed with Beth after you had sex with her. All those other chicks you just want to get rid of, right?
That's right.
That's a fact. That's what happens. You wait
'Cause
all
you
night,
like being with 'em.
3 o'clock in the morning, you're hightailing it out of there. When you're in love, you want to stay in bed with her the rest of the night.
Absolutely.
Mr. Smooth.
Mr. Smooth. No wonder you don't want to speak to Mr. Smooth.
I know.
I'll tell you, the worst thing to
I
go
tried
through
to
is
tell you.
the worst thing to go through is if you miss somebody and they have no recollection you even dated.
That's happened to me many times.
Oh, I've
Or
gone
they
through
answer,
that.
or they answer the phone.
Sometimes
Who
I
is
thought,
this?
many times I thought I was in a relationship with someone, and
Right.
it turned out they didn't even know it.
Honey, do you realize I'm your boyfriend? Because I've been telling people.
That
Who are
first-
you?
My first girlfriend that I called, the one I've had in the studio here?
Robin?
Yeah. Like
yeah.
she had other men when she was, with me. And I said, you're my girlfriend.
God.
And she goes, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. She goes, I didn't realize.
I guess everybody treated
In other
her
words,
the same way.
She said, if I had, she goes, I didn't think of you as my boyfriend. I mean, I'm seeing other people. I mean, I don't know that she had sex with them, but
Right.
she saw people.
I miss the guy you're fucking too.
You know how it feels.
What?
You were on the other end of the stick. You know.
Absolutely. Many times. Artie's telling the truth.
No, that in all seriousness, I've
Many times
missed a woman and they have
no idea who you are.
They're not even close to the same feeling.
Right. Thank you. All right, Robin. Everyone agrees with me.
Well, that's good for you. Doesn't mean it's right.
Zolar, what do you think?
Zolar.
Mr.
Look
Smooth
at
and Zolar.
look at who we're having comment on. This.
Zolar's a bright guy. Go ahead, Zolar.
Well, yeah, actually, I was thinking of it as, I kind of miss them, but I kind of anticipate, my girlfriend's return. I don't miss them. What I was going to call to say is I hate when, I'm about to go somewhere and do something for 2 weeks, for instance. Before I even go, I'm getting the guilt from her, oh, my God, you're going to leave me. I'm going to miss you.
That's what I'm talking about. That's wrong.
Well, that is wrong, but I don't do that.
Yes, you were doing it.
No.
You totally are doing that, Howard. I mean,
No.
And that's what I was objecting to.
Right, I knew
see.
that. I knew
All
that,
right.
Robin.
All right,
Thank you,
Zolar.
Zolar. You are brilliant.
See?
I told you I was smart.
I tried to tell you that.
Robin, you said that like other people have said he's brilliant.
All right, Robin, good for you. You have your point of view. I don't buy it, but all right. That's your way of getting through life, and I respect that. All right. And I must take a break. I can't talk to you all morning about this.
Look, let's never talk about it again.
Fair enough.
You don't want to hear the wrap-up show today, Rob?
All right, we have Lisa G here with headlines. Lisa G is going to tell us what's going on in the Howard 100 newsroom. Come on in, Lisa.
Lisa Glassberg takes shits at work.
Lisa?
Yes, hello.
What do you have, hi?
Well, I know you were
Lisa agreed with me.
No, she doesn't.
Yes, I do.
You think missing a person is bad?
No, but it's how you're missing them. Robin is very independent.
Let's say how you're missing them is, there's ways to missing people that's appropriate and inappropriate.
Right.
Okay. But what's the idea that you don't miss someone? I mean, have you ever heard a human being say they don't miss someone? Let me ask you something. I've gone to a restaurant, as Fred just said. He said, I've gone to a restaurant, he says, and there's Beck's beer. If it's not there, I miss it. I mean, I
miss Beck's beer.
Oh, my
You've never
God.
missed someone?
I have, yeah.
You know what? Because you're human. And Robin misses people, but she doesn't want to admit it.
I miss heroin.
Right. You're right. Okay. So you missed something.
Can I tell you?
All right, I will tell you. I miss people who have died because you can't contact them again.
Okay. And then to a
But
lesser
if you're
degree.
constantly in contact, what are you missing?
First of all, you can
missing
contact
being
them.
with that person, spending
You're being
time
with them when you're
no,
with
you're not.
them. Even when you're on the phone, you're with them.
Not with. That's not being with someone. That's checking in.
Again, that's this neediness
maintenance.
of yours. This, like they got to be there in the
Oh
flesh.
my God. You know how long it took me in therapy to admit that I miss someone? That this is a major accomplishment for me? And that you.
I tell you, that doctor's steering you in the wrong way.
No.
This is what he's doing.
It's a very good
He's
thing.
turning your fag.
I'm enjoying actually feeling human and valuing someone and thinking that they're more important than someone else, that placing them above
all
others.
the time. I don't have problems with thinking somebody's more important.
No, this is bullshit. Now, maybe Lisa's never been in love either, because the two of you...
It's highly unlikely.
The two of you are very similar in many ways.
She loves two things, violins and cookies.
Yeah, you should start a support group.
A support group of what?
I miss
we
my
don't
cat.
Need support.
You miss your cat? Oh, that's terrible. Why would you miss a cat?
Is the cat alive?
Easy, Larry King.
Because I love it. And
Right. In other words, your
miss
cat
him.
is home, but now you're at work, you're missing the cat.
When I go on vacation, I miss my cat.
Sure, of course, that's normal. That's called being a human being. And Robin has the same feelings. She's, for some reason, created a persona.
What you're calling missing a person and what I would call missing a person are two different things.
No, they're not different.
Yes, they are.
In the way that Lisa can miss her cat, because she loves the cat.
I don't miss the cat like that. I notice that the cat's
label
not
it.
there.
You notice that the cat's not there.
So it's like a couch.
I feel sad for you. That's all.
God. Don't feel sad for me.
I'm so.
Who needs your pity?
You don't know that it's sad that you can't feel.
I'm not.
You can't
sad.
feel attached
only
to anyone.
Be sad.
How sad is that?
I'll only be sad for me if I get sad.
The struggle you put up to admit you're human.
I am not human.
Boy,
obviously.
oh boy! No wonder that therapist quit the business.
Well, I'm not
You know
sad.
what therapist left the business?
Well, your piano teacher committed suicide.
That's right. You know why? Because I was horrible at playing the piano.
So,
And you-
at least this woman had the good sense to just go.
You drove that woman batty. She said, "There's no way. I can't even get her to be human."
Not another 34 at 12.
She got her down to a 34.
I do a 34 under protest.
She's at 100.
I don't feel sorry for Robin not missing
I do.
anybody because she does miss somebody.
Of course.
She does.
Yeah, she does.
I know, but it's
You
just
know
sad that
what?
she has to put this persona on.
I don't have a persona again.
Well, it's
Is
a
there any
protection.
way-
You know
A
what?
protection.
I don't want
a
to talk to
protection.
you
a
anymore
protection.
because if
I'm
I
sad for
can't
you.
say what I feel, I got to. You know what?
You don't feel that
I'll
way.
end this right now.
You don't feel that
You're
way.
absolutely right,
Thank
Howard.
you.
I miss someone every day.
Not every day.
And I'm miserable.
I didn't say you were
I
miserable.
cry.
It's human to miss someone,
I
Robin.
can't get out of bed sometimes. I miss
Lisa,
them
do you
so
miss your
much.
cat today? Even though you saw your cat this morning, do you miss the cat?
A little bit. I had
All right, so that's what we're talking about. Robin
Wait, I have
won't
a-
admit that.
I have a question for
I have
Lisa.
cats ask me if I'm missing them.
Well, of course not. You're Robin. You're a robot.
I feel guilty about that. It's like, oh my God, I can't
Why
believe
feel
it.
guilty? That's human.
I know.
It's, it's called being human. And Robin is human, and she misses things and people and cats. But she doesn't want to look at it. It's too painful to her. But why, I don't know. I don't know what happened.
Lisa, it's human to
Again,
miss
I'm not a
nothing
psychiatrist.
happened. I'm not in pain.
Well,
I
that's
didn't
good.
say it's not
And it
necessarily
wouldn't
pain.
be painful if I did feel that.
Oh my God in heaven.
What's wrong with you? Why are you
What's wrong with
struggling so
me?
much? Why does this
Oh,
bother
my
you so
God
much?
almighty.
What is your thing about this?
Because
This
I
is a
suffer
thing-
from the same
this
thing.
is
It
a
took me a
thing-
lot of therapy to miss someone.
This is a thing for you.
I'm sad for you.
This don't. If you keep saying
Your
that,
protection
if
makes me
you
sad.
Keep saying that. See,
Sorry.
That's what irritates me.
I see the
about
sadness
you.
in this.
It's for you. It would be sad. Don't feel bad for me. There's no
Argentina.
reason
What
to feel bad for me.
do you remember the show Star Trek? I'll leave you with this thought. Do you remember the show Star
Don't
Trek?
leave me with an
Answer yes or no. Do you
from
remember?
Star
Do you
Trek.
remember the show Star Trek?
Do I? Let's see.
Right.
I miss it actually.
And remember how funny it was, the Vulcan Society, because
Funny.
remember
They
the
were logical.
right. Remember the Vulcans tried to eliminate all emotion. Remember that?
They did.
You know why that was interesting to us as human beings in terms of a plot to a story?
They
Because
were rational.
you can't eliminate emotion. And you're trying, and I understand.
I have not eliminated emotion.
All right.
I have
Okay.
emotions. I just don't have your emotions.
You're not 100% Vulcan. Not yet, Robin. There's still some humanity in there. You weren't raised on Vulcan. Stop it. I revel in the fact that you're chic at every age.
I just agreed with you. Why are we still having this conversation?
Right. No, you didn't agree with me.
I'm devastated. I miss everything.
Good. Well, then you're sick because you shouldn't miss everything.
I miss it all.
Sal, look when you started, man. Everyone turned on Robin.
I didn't start anything. Robin started it. I mean, that's her. I just brought it to the forefront. I was the one who had the balls to say it because everybody here is a bunch of ass kissers. You know, they all walk on eggshells. A bunch of wusses.
No, what do you really feel? That she can't find love?
Look,
she
can find anything she wants. You know what I mean? She can find planes to jump out of. She can find race cars. She can find all that stuff. I'm not saying that she can find love. I'm saying that she prefers not to find love.
Why?
She doesn't have to. She doesn't have to. Look at all the women in life, a good majority of women. What do they have? They have somebody that will provide them shelter, security, money. Robin has the ability to do that all on her own. She's completely self-sufficient. She doesn't need all that shit. So, you know, if you really think about it, what's love? The only thing you really love are your children. You don't really love somebody you're with. I mean, you do in the beginning, but afterwards, it's like a Jekyll and Hyde syndrome. You don't love somebody anymore. You're stuck with somebody. It's like having a roommate you can't get rid of. So no real love. So Robin has the ability to buy love. You know, she can get love whenever she wants because she's in that position. Now, if Robin was a cashier, let's say at the dollar store in Hoboken, I can almost bet that she would find love. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ask some Spanish broad who's working at the Sizzler washing dishes. She looking for love? You bet your sweet ass she's looking for love. You know, but the definition of love to some people are different than others.
So, Lisa, being the only other female on the staff, what do you think about this whole conversation about love and missing people?
I think they're really ganging up on Robin, and she is who she is. If that's the way she feels, then that's who she is. You can't make someone something they're not. So that's, I feel for her when everyone gangs up on her and goes, oh, you're not human, you're a Vulcan, whatever. So she's been in love before, and no one can tell another person how to love someone. You have to do what's right for you.
But do you agree with Howard and Fred and Artie about, missing someone?
Well, I know I don't know if that means that you love or don't love someone if you do or don't miss a person, but I know with me, I'm very independent, so do I miss someone? Yeah, I would, but I wouldn't let it, ruin my day or my week. It's just like a little something you keep in your back pocket. I miss them. I wish I could see them, and that's it. I think maybe Robin was taking it to mean that, to the extreme, that if you miss someone, she's listening to Howard and going, oh my God, my whole week's ruined. I just think she's very independent, and she's okay by herself, and she's great with someone too. I think that's the best of both worlds, not to lose who you are. Do I miss things? Yes, I do. Like I was telling Howard, yeah, I miss my cat, and I always feel so silly because when I first adopted my cat, I went, okay, I have a cat, here's some food, see you later. And I ended up really missing him, and I felt so weird about it, but now I really enjoy the fact that I care for something and I love him and I miss him. It's just a part of who I am, but I can't tell someone else how to behave. So, good for Robin. I'm her biggest fan, so it's all good.
Everyone in there was pretty much against you on, the definition of love, and because they're saying if you miss someone, you love them. What would you?
Is that how they know? They can't know unless they're in pain. See, that's my contention, that love shouldn't cause you pain. And they're all looking for pain to figure out if they're in love.
So how do you know?
Because you care about the person. You like being with them. But you don't have to be in pain just because they leave you.
So you think all of them have just like...
I think they have
perception of-
problems. I think they have problems. They don't want to face them. They're little whiny babies and they're codependent and they don't want to deal with themselves.
And what do you think of Sal's comments?
I told Sal that he can go to hell.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey, it's Gary Dell'Abate, Baba Booey. On Monday's wrap-up show, we talked about former pageant participant Carrie-Anne Peniche, however you say her name. She talked about her drug addiction. She talked about all the crappy stuff that happened in her life. I talked about how she's a professional victim. We decided whether we believed her or not, so here's how it went.
Gary, you were pretty harsh on Carrie-Anne. You thought that she wasn't exactly being truthful today.
Yeah, I was going to go in there and give it to her more, but I don't want to beat up on her. But I sort of said it pretty much about the. First of all, if you watch the videotape, it's all over YouTube. Just put in Rebecca Gayheart, and the video comes up like 1,000 times. It does not, again, I wasn't there, so I'm not going to tell you I know exactly what happened, but, a naked guy doesn't walk around two, almost naked chicks or videotape them while they're in a bathtub just for fun. She made it sound like it was, like they were frolicking, like it was fun. We just were, give me a break. You insult my intelligence when you do that. And then as I listened to her story, it seemed like, a lot of bad things happened to her, but it's never her fault.
So she's always the victim.
Yeah, somebody stayed at her house but stole her stuff, and Dr. Drew set her up, and I don't know. Just like at some point, you got to take responsibility when bad things happen to you. It's not always your fault, but some of it's got to be either bad decisions or putting yourself in the wrong place at the wrong time. And that whole rap about, I didn't know what it was going to be. Well, so I don't know. Will, she said she's done all three of his shows, right? She's done Sex Rehab,
Celebrity Rehab,
and
Sober House.
At Sober House. So which one has she done? Is this the third show she's doing, or is she doing them now all in order?
Well, what Dr. Drew said was she was on Sex Rehab, and then it became clear she had a drug problem, so she did Celebrity Rehab, and I assume Sober House comes after Celebrity Rehab.
So she did all those shows. It took her all those shows to figure out that she didn't like it.
Right, none of them are on the air.
Which all pay.
Right, exactly.
And pay well. I know for a fact.
Well, it's one of the things that's funny when her publicist, was trying to pitch her to come on. He's like, she has 30 hours of television coming up.
But I know that those things pay. She probably got paid somewhere between $100 to $200,000 for each show. So I'm going to say on the short end, she probably walked away with $300,000. Not the worst thing in the world. And okay, if you're going to sell out, then if you're going to take the money and you know that you're going on television to talk about your sex life and your drug life and all this other stuff, then, you got to pay, that's what it is, man. You got to take the shit that goes with it.
Is it fair to classify her as a sex addict based on what we heard today?
Didn't sound like it. Sounds like she likes to jerk off a little bit, and, she has sex with guys. She said she doesn't have a lot of sex with a lot of guys.
Well, what do you think? Is it fair to call her a sex addict?
I don't know. I think that term is kind of interesting. She clearly didn't want help, so she's not really willing to admit she has a problem if she does. Isn't a sex addict? She's just basically a slut. No?
Oh, that's what we're trying to figure out.
Well, she kept saying, she goes, I'm a love addict, which I think for a lot of women, that's what it is. I mean, it's a loosely defined thing.
So you're saying she's looking for somebody to love her, but if she has to sleep with them along the way, that's a sex addict?
Or maybe she'll do the wrong things to get love.
Did you ask for her phone number?
Yeah, but it was silly. I mean, well, yeah, did I think she was hot? Of course.
I didn't ask that.
Would I be willing to date her? Yes.
I didn't ask that either.
But Doug just said, "Hey, we go ask her for her number." So I was like,
And you didn't go, "Oh no, that's stupid and embarrassing."
No, I mean that was an opportunity to do that for using it as excuses. Right. Doug just told me to ask for a number.
So don't brush it off like, "Oh, I did it because Doug told me to do it."
I'm a sex addict.
Doug told you to do it, but it was
I was looking for love.
It was a great way for you to do what you would have wanted.
Absolutely,
to do.
I wish Doug would do that every day.
And she told her her cell phone wasn't working.
Yes,
which is great because it worked before and right after.
And also, well, that is strange. I don't know. But, and you know what's funny? Like I was really nervous. So I wrote down my number, and my hand I was like shaking like so bad.
Really?
She's like, "Is your hand shaking?" I was like, "Yeah." Like I told her I just got in a fight and both my hands were broken.
What?
I was trying to seem tough. Like I needed a reason for why my hands were shaking. So
why were you trying to say? She said she's really into ugly guys who don't have a lot of muscles.
Yeah, yeah. So what's the question? I don't understand.
Why would you try and seem tough at that point?
I realized that. I guess I should have said I got beat up. I guess I should have said.
Now, when a girl like that says, and this is to all you guys, she's really into ugly guys who don't have a lot of muscles. Are you thinking she's?
I'm like, she is in the perfect office right now.
Well, I've been preparing for this for a lifetime. Yeah.
But is she on the level there, or I don't know? I wouldn't say.
Yeah, but ugly guys.
Qualifies.
Yeah, it might mean like that guy Eric, who's with Rebecca Gayheart. That might be an ugly guy without a lot of muscle to her.
He and Rebecca and her are in the bathtub, as she described, but she says that nothing happened. They were just frolicking.
He's laying on the bed. He's naked. And thank God, if you watch it, they've blurred out his penis, so I don't have to look at that. And she's laying on the bed naked except for panties, which she usually doesn't wear, but wore for the dress-ups that they were doing for him that they had a videotape while they were high out of their minds.
All right, wasn't that, other than the high on their and out of their minds part, that sounded awfully similar to Howard's bathtub story about everyone being around.
It sounds like they got the exact script.
Right? I mean, very close, no?
Yeah.
So is it Howard and Carrie Ann like the only two who have been in that situation where nothing has happened?
So it appears that way.
I think it's I'm being told you guys don't think it's believable. Why? First of all, why would that part?
Which story? Howard's story or Carrie Ann's story?
Carrie.
Okay.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it because what's the why would they be running around naked? What's the point? Why is he?
I'm not saying like that. Maybe he like Eric or the guy, whatever his name is, didn't want something to happen. I'm not saying nothing could have happened, but it's not believable that just people are hanging out partying. And that's
well, she made it sound like it was just a goof. That there was nothing sexual about it. That sure, we just got naked, but we were just goofing around.
So do you think do you think sex happened? I mean, that's what you seem to say.
I do think sex happened.
And do you think they cut that out? Why is that part not on there?
I don't know if they cut it out. Maybe they just didn't get to it. Maybe they didn't. In other words, at some point, if three people, there's three people there, and they're all and if they're throwing a threesome, then no one's there to work the camera. And maybe they were smart enough to know not to want that part on tape.
Joe in Wisconsin, you're on the wrap-up show.
What's up, John and Gary?
What's up,
Joe?
Hey, I got a couple things about the that female. But Benji, you are one creepy fuck, man.
Thank you.
You should have told her you're shaking because you're used to dating girls out of your league and off of Craigslist. Hey, how's that video on YouTube if they're naked? They blur it all out?
Oh my God, no. She looks hot as hell. What? Is he talking about the Carrie Ann?
Yeah.
He wants to know how come it's on YouTube. But I don't know. Does YouTube not allow nudity?
Yes. No.
Well, you have to have an adult account on YouTube to see to have.
But it's still up there. You can see it.
It's on a bunch of sites now.
Hey, how about that one girl from California? That video.
What girl?
Have you seen that?
Oh, Carrie or the Miss USA?
No, we haven't seen that yet.
The one from California. We're gonna have to check that one out, huh?
I think she's only supposed to be like playing with herself.
Right.
Yeah.
That'll work for me.
And Benji's the creepy one.
Hey, what's up? This is Jason, and on Tuesday's wrap-up show, got into a heated discussion with my boss and friend Gary about him saying that he reads books when in actuality he listens to them on CD. He claims it's the same thing. I claim that it is most certainly not, and I think I got under his skin, which sucks because Gary's basically my biggest supporter in the back office. So check it out as I dig myself into a bigger hole.
I want to start off with something that happened at the end of the show, Gary. You go in there to talk about how you read the Michael Orr book, and immediately you're, I guess Howard thought you were being defensive about reading, and this spills over into this whole argument. What's going on?
Well, no, on the air it was fine. When I get back to the office, Jason says, "Listen." Jason gets these balls now. I'm not sure from where. I goof on him that he's taking too many pills, but he goes, "Listen, you got to stop saying that you read a book. You start to sound like an idiot." And I go, "Who the fuck are you?" I go, "Says you." I goes, "I'm telling you, this is how it is." And I was like, "Wow, I give him credit. He has an opinion, and it's not an opinion; it becomes the law."
This was an unsolicited opinion?
Yeah.
He just felt like telling you that you sound stupid saying you read something when you listened to it?
Like I said to John, I guess like if I walked in there and said, Howard, I listened to this book on audio, it's just awkward.
Right.
So when if Howard says, "Did you read it or listen to it?" I'll say, "I listened to it." And then it becomes that stupid argument again. But I don't know how else you would bring it up. I guess I could say I listened to it, but then that sounds stupid.
I'm fine with someone saying they read a book and they listened.
But it's not reading.
Yeah, I know, but still, it's like the book. I mean, what are you going to do? How specific you want to get? I fucked a chick. Okay, she was a blow-up doll. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter.
Well, Jason's argument was, okay, you walked down the block and I drove my car. We both got there. We both got the same way. And I go, "That's a dumb argument." He goes, "Why?" I go, "It's just not the same."
Well, the whole argument was stupid, but how passionate you two were getting about it is what made it great.
Well, I wasn't nearly as passionate. He was just he was angry.
Now, here comes the wrap-up killer, Jason Kaplan,
now
running into the studio. Jason, why are you so passionate about Gary saying he's reading
angry?
something?
The man is angry.
Because I like Gary very much, and he does not sound bright when he goes on the air and says that he read something that he clearly didn't read, and then tries to justify it by saying it's the same thing.
Right, that's when I got angry. When he explained to me how I'm not bright.
It didn't sound bright. No, it really doesn't.
He goes, "You know what? When you say that, you don't sound bright."
So what should he say?
And I said,
he should say, I would listen to an audio CD of a book.
But
I listened to a book if you want to shorten it up.
That's not why Howard was saying he wasn't bright. Do you know that?
I don't know what. I didn't hear what Howard said about him being.
Howard didn't say anything about.
No, Howard said stop bragging about how many books you.
But when Gary said you sound stupid because you were all of a sudden just you were arguing back that you got more out of audiobooks than he does from reading comics. He goes, that wasn't the point.
Robin brought up the audiobook.
But then Howard said anyway.
Excuse me for being here for 25 years and sensing something negative that I was getting the shit beat out of me. And pardon me if for one time they weren't fucking with me, I might have overreacted a smidge.
When Gary explained
a smidge
that listening to an audiobook,
that was let me just say this is a comedian. What Gary just said was very funny, but the choice of smidge brought it up about 30%.
I'm going to go Coach Sal.
Is there a K word he could use?
There is nothing at all similar from reading a book and listening to an audio CD.
That's not
and
what
when you
Gary
explain,
said.
Yes, he did. He goes, "I get the same thing out of it." First of all, the first words out of Gary's mouth every time he mentions a book he listened to is, "I read this book." Now, reading is an act. Reading is a physical act defined in the dictionary. You have to read. Listening to something is not reading.
I understand that I didn't read it, but
no one reads the Howard Stern show every morning.
So let me ask you a question. If I listen to the book and you read the book,
yes,
and we both take a test on it,
yeah. Well, actually, we had this incident when I started talking to you one time about the Al Franken book, and you go, "He never talked about that," and then it turned out that in the book, or in the CD, they left out chapters that were in the book. So number one, you're not getting the full book experience, and two, you know what? You can drive. Again, I've said this 1,000 times. You could drive someplace, and I could walk there. Now, when I walk there, I don't
clearly you haven't walked anywhere.
When I get oh wow, fat joke. When I get there, I haven't driven there. I can't claim I drove there because I didn't. We're both at the same place.
It depends on the person who's gonna get more out of it. It depends on your brain.
It's not about getting out of it. It's not like you listen to CDs, you're stupid. It's not that. It's you listen to CDs. So say you listen to CDs. Don't claim you read. I know, when someone calls you on it, you go, "Oh, it's the same thing."
But do you think if I walked in there and I said, "Howard, this movie you're talking about, I listened to the audio CD," don't you think that sounds awkward?
It's honest.
I got that, but it sounds awkward.
But you don't read.
Were you intentionally lying?
I do read. I read a lot of books. I just didn't read that one.
So, Jason, you're saying Gary's lying when he said he read a book?
Yes. When he listened to a book and he says he reads it, he's not being truthful.
Were you intentionally lying to improve your status among our audience?
As soon as Howard said, "Did you read it or listen to it?" I immediately said I listened to it.
Let me punch up Gary's joke on Jason. It's clear you haven't walked a smidge.
I mean, I don't get. I mean, listen. Maybe whatever. You know, this has been a bug up my ass a long time, but
there's a lot of bugs up your ass.
You don't read the books. I mean, you just don't, and you fight it every time someone brings it up. Usually me. You don't read the books. You listen to them.
No, I understand that.
Okay.
But
I just want to make sure you're clear on it.
But I still get the same thing out of it that you do.
If you say so, go crazy.
If an adopted kid listened to a book.
That's where you lose me. Why can't he get the same thing out of it as you
I
do?
didn't
You're
say-
digesting the same information, just a different way.
I did not say he couldn't get the same thing. I
It's
never
clear
said
he's
that.
not digesting anything.
No, but you're saying that I don't.
No, I never said that. I said good for you. I mean, listen, some people are oralists or learners, and some people have to read to learn.
How do you know I'm not dyslexic and you're just tormenting me?
Yeah.
Gary, I don't care if you can't read if you're illiterate. It doesn't matter. The point is when you listen to something and claim you've read it, it's not true.
Would you make fun of Precious from that movie?
Oh, totally.
I mean, but she's illiterate, Precious.
I'm sure. Listen, I guarantee
Illiterate
you
would
she
be
has
the 11th thing I'd goof on her about.
I'm sure Gary will have a lot of walking fat jokes for her.
Jason,
but,
do you feel you've been more confrontational lately over the past couple of weeks?
No, not necessarily.
Well, then you got to grab a mirror. You got to grab a mirror, bro, because I've definitely been noticing it. The Lisa G attack was brutal.
Well, it's well deserved.
No, and you know you felt bad.
I felt bad afterwards.
But
I came on too hard.
Has there been any dose changes?
No, there's 20 milligrams as high as they go with Lexapro. I've been on the same 20 milligrams for 4 years now.
You've been doubling up.
I've not been doubling up
because it does seem like you're more willing, especially on the wrap-up show, willing to be the voice that, and I will give Jason credit for this. Sometimes people feel a certain way about something and they don't want to come in here and be the troublemaker. And Jason's more than willing to be that guy who's speaking for a lot of people. And sometimes you're out on your own with some of your theories, but
I think it's a combination of a bunch of things. I do sometimes sit here listening to the wrap-up show and get angry that, somebody isn't bringing up the other point of view. And nothing against you. I mean, sometimes I get angry. I got angry that people were letting Lisa blah, blah, blah on for as long as she was.
Jason is becoming like a Ralph cover band. Like, if you want to see Ralph live.
You mean Jason's he's like Tramps Like Us?
Yeah, right.
The other thing is,
Ralph cover band named Jason.
He's like Crystal Ship.
Very horrific.
He's like Badlands.
Are you influenced because the show might be coming to an end?
Yeah, I see the light at the end of the tunnel. But
is this you politicking for your own show when Howard's done?
Gary, this is an argument that started in the back room. You brought it up on the wrap-up
I didn't.
show.
John brought it up.
Well,
Did you see we started the show at 10:30? We're going to bring up a lot of shit.
Jason, the name of the Ralph cover band that Jason is the lead singer of is Maybe You're Just a Dick.
Maybe I am, but
you hit Lisa pretty hard. You got Ronnie. You're arguing with Gary. You've been very and standing right there. You've been very confrontational.
Okay, I mean, I guess so.
Yeah, don't stop him.
You're yelling
don't make him feel bad about it.
You're chastising your boss.
Well, I think the part I didn't mind having the discussion with him. I think the part where he got me was he goes, "Stop doing it. You don't sound bright."
Well, see, no, but I swear to God, see, now you hear it, and look, that's.
But
my
that's
fault.
how you said it.
But that's my fault for communicating poorly because you're hearing it like you're repeating it in the same condescending way that Artie does Bill Maher. I really meant the word "you sounded stupid" was about to come out of my mouth, so I changed it to brighter, and I was really, I swear to God, saying it because I really don't think you realized how I thought you sounded. If it came out condescending, I apologize. I know that explanation doesn't clear me.
But it didn't sound that way.
I was not trying to be condescending.
It was something like this. If I could do my best, it's like, you got to stop doing it. You don't sound bright.
You don't sound bright.
Yeah.
You read a book.
I apologize as both an employee and friend for having.
On what part of the CD did you put the bookmark?
But I mean, Gary, clear. But the bottom line is you don't read the books that you claim you
Did
read.
you ask Gary what he did for a living?
What?
So you were trying to protect Gary by saying that he sounds dumb.
It was a
saying
combination
that
of being fed up and I thought. I'm sorry, Gary. I thought you sounded really dumb when you claimed that.
Right.
It's the same thing. It's not. It's just not.
All right, on Wednesday's wrap-up show, everybody welcomed me back to the show. I was out for a few days. JD gave me my radio show back, which was a thrill. I don't know if it was a good thing or a bad thing, but everybody suggested we change it up a little bit. So I went into some little driving stories when I was actually a limo driver. So check it out.
First of all, Ronnie, I think we've all expressed our condolences on your mom passing, but it's good to see you. It's good to see you back here at work. Were you surprised that JD gave you back your show?
Yeah, really. Seriously. Where is he anyway? I saw he was in
Why
here.
can't you guys be on together? He left.
Oh, he left. Well, I had to make a real important phone call. I really couldn't get out of it. So
how'd you expect him to react?
I expected him pretty much to stay to be JD and say no show, even though he was nice enough to send a nice card and everything. I didn't think that would make a difference, but I guess it did.
Now, he said you got to do things a little bit differently. He mentioned less Wayne Siegel, but do you...
Yeah, I heard that part.
What are you thinking? Are you going to do... What's your plan?
I don't know. I was talking to Jim McClure about it. We're going to try and come up with some different angles. Hot chicks maybe that know about cars and, get them,
Girls with guns.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows?
So you're sticking with the car motif. You're just going to switch it up a little bit.
I mean, got to switch it around a little bit maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
Can I suggest a segment for the show?
Go ahead.
Because I'd imagine that like limo drivers, veteran limo drivers, and I would love to hear without using names, stories from the back of the limo, like some of the craziest shit that you guys.
That sounds like it could work.
Yeah, because I love those stories. Sometimes I hear you spin a few of those. And
but I think it's great, but you should name.
I have stories myself, actually.
My friend used to drive.
You don't want to hear my stories.
Ronnie used to pimp out his limo at night for proms, and then my friend drove a couple of times, and he would return it to Ronnie just in time. And he told me some great stories about lots of sex going on, not with my friend.
Oh, the prom kids?
He said
the prom kids, forget about it.
He goes, prom kids apparently don't know to put up the divider.
They don't care.
They don't care. They don't care. They just don't. They don't care, really.
Can you give us a quick story off the top of your head?
Let's see.
I know a guy who drove a limo once who shit in a box.
He's dead now.
Oh, he is?
He died.
I thought that was you.
No, my friend Richie.
Oh, I thought that was you.
Yeah,
that did that.
Shitbox Richie. Howard used to talk about Shitbox Richie.
Wait, that wasn't you. I thought you threw it out in Central Park.
No.
Weren't
you the guy with the rabbi? You were picking up the rabbi?
No, that was Richie.
Oh, was
that
it?
was Shitbox Richie.
I always thought that was you.
Wait, he did it like regularly? Like he kept the box?
No. Well, here's what happened. You want a story? I'll give you a story.
Is this the tale of Shitbox Richie?
So he picks up. We used to have this account. I used to work for this company, Carry Limousine, and we had this account, British Airways, and we would pick up people off the Concorde. So we would just stand by at the Concorde, and as they came off, if they wanted a free ride to anywhere in the 5 boroughs, they would get a free ride, and British Air would subsidize it. So he picks up this guy, and it's a rabbi, and he takes him down to Williamsburg. And the guy says, I'd like to keep the car afterwards, but he understood he had to pay for himself after that. So he said, I'll be out in about a half hour. So Richie's sitting there in Williamsburg in the middle of nowhere, and all of a sudden he gets cramps. And he's got to take a dump. So he goes in his trunk, and he's got a big cardboard box where he keeps his jumper cables and car wash stuff or whatever. And he empties out the box, and he gets in the back of the limo, and he shits in the box. And that's, and then he dumped the box in front of somebody's house with their garbage. And then when the guy comes out and he gets in the car and it's still, the odor was still there. And he just said, hey, I don't know. I just had.
And he embraced the nickname? Did he become Shitbox Richie?
Yeah, well, Howard gave him that name, man. He just couldn't say it on terrestrial radio. But he called him Shitbox Richie.
See, I thought he meant like he kept a box and he would tell customers he had like a restroom in his limo.
No, man. It was like an attack of the shit. So
ass napkin head of limo drivers.
Yeah, exactly. He had no choice,
But wasn't there a story where you were driving Howard out to Long Island one time and you had to pull over? You pissed in a jar and threw it out on the side of the road.
No, that was him.
That
wasn't me. That was him.
So all your years, you never had to
what?
Shit in a box?
No, I shit in my pants.
You did?
Yeah,
your
one
shit
time.
pants.
Yeah, shit pants.
Ronnie.
Yeah.
When did that?
Yeah,
happen?
I was driving. That was in. I wasn't even working for him then. I was driving this guy who. You remember Atari?
Yeah, sure.
The Atari games, and I was working for this guy who was like the vice president of Atari, and he was in from California, and he went to Tavern on the Green for dinner, and it was like 10 below zero. And all of a sudden, like the same thing, like what happened to Shitbox Richie, I got this attack all of a sudden. And I couldn't even make it to get inside to the restaurant to the bathroom.
Oh man!
So I had to get in the back of the car, drop my pants off, take the underwear off, and throw it out of the car. And then I went into the bathroom and cleaned up. And
where did you throw the underwear?
It landed up in a tree, actually.
We could do a whole show on shitting in New York, because if you have to go to the bathroom in New York, it is such an unwelcoming place. Like, you can't walk into a restaurant or a diner. As soon as you walk in and you go, "Where's the bathroom?"
They don't let you use it.
They don't let you use it. And I think I told you the story before. My father was in Penn Station, which is the most disgusting place of all, and he had to go to the bathroom really bad. And so he goes into the bathroom, and there was a hole in the wall right where everybody was going by. Right where. So my father had to go so bad, he took off his jacket, and he shoved it in the hole, right, so it would block people from seeing him, and he went to the bathroom. My father said he's in the middle of shitting, and he sees from the other side of the wall somebody slowly pulling his jacket out. And
trying to steal his jacket, probably.
Well, the guy just, apparently what happened, my father said he got cleaned up, ran out. It was a homeless guy. The guy already had it on. And my father gave
The guy put it on his jacket?
Yeah, and then my father gave the guy like $5. It was a homeless guy. He walked by, he saw a jacket.
He had to buy it back?
Well, he didn't have to. He could have said, give me my jacket. But he said, hey, that's my jacket. If you know, he felt bad for the guy.
Ronnie, I think you may have a new segment here.
It's
for
my new
your
show, man.
Well, congratulations.
The shit stories of the limo business.
Are you glad to be back here today?
Yeah. It's taken a lot off my mind today.
It's good to see you, man. It was good to see you.
It's glad to be back, and I thank all you guys, man. You're really great.
Everybody
I appreciate it.
Everybody treating you okay?
Yeah, definitely.
So were you
For today, anyway.
So were you super excited when Doug Hurwitz showed up?
Yeah, Doug Hurwitz. Yeah, well, hey. What can I say?
No, I'm sure Ronnie appreciates
No, I
anybody
did.
who
I
made the
appreciate
trip,
everybody
right?
coming, really. But it's Doug Hurwitz. What can I, Howard, the guy everybody I don't know. It looks like they try to ignore. I don't know.
Who was he hanging with? Did you notice?
He was trying to hang with me. He was sitting next to me, and I heard him make a comment like he's trying to be my best friend, so when he goes to Rick's or something, he'll get special treatment.
Well, that was probably he was making a joke because
no, he wasn't making a joke. I don't think he was making a joke, to be honest with you.
You think he really brought that up? Like, hey, Ronnie, I hope you remember this. So
yeah, he did kind of like mention it to me.
And by the way, sorry about your mom.
Exactly. Yeah. Was he like sorry about your mom? But the next time you go to
he
Rick's?
drove all the way from New Jersey, so I really appreciate it.
There were hot chicks at the show.
Yeah, my daughter.
Oh my God, your daughter-in-law is beautiful, and her sister.
Yeah, everybody was saying that my daughter looks like Sal's wife.
She
with
does.
big boobs.
She looks exactly like Sal's wife.
I was trying to get numbers and stuff, but
then there was another cute chick there. I was like looking around. I go, was it wrong to try to-
Tara. Yeah,
try to
Tara's
pick
not
somebody
married,
up.
so if anybody's interested, Tara's looking for a rich husband.
But Howard was asking me yesterday what it was like, going there to ask me who was there and everything, what was going on. And I said, for me, the interesting thing was, it's always weird when you see somebody in their environment, and I'm not goofing on you or anything, but like it was weird, Ronnie. You're like a grandfather, and seeing Ronnie's grandkids running around, it's just a different side of you.
Yeah, I know.
On Thursday's wrap-up show, Sal stopped by. He said that after he made the comments about Robin's diet being not the most normal thing, she came to his office and they had a little talk. And Sal let us know what Robin was thinking, what he was thinking, and just another glimpse into the life of Sal Governale. It was quite interesting. Check it out for yourself.
You smoke the vapor cigarettes more than you smoked regular cigarettes.
Without a doubt.
And do you be totally honest, swear on the life of your kids, in the last 6 months, have you smoked regular cigarettes at any point?
Yes. When my battery dies out and I'm at a bar.
First of all, it's the funniest thing because you walk into Sal's office, he pulls the filter off these things and he puts it in a charger, like a phone charger.
Yeah.
So when your battery dies out, you smoke regular cigarettes.
In certain cases, yes. But again, I can't deny the fact that I do feel better, and it's no different than Nicorette gum. There's nicotine in Nicorette gum, and this is
but Nicorette gum wasn't made to be chewed for the rest of your life.
So you add nicotine to it? Is that how it works?
I add nicotine to the cigarette.
That's what those drops are?
They're nicotine.
And the drops have the skull and the crossbones on the side.
Yeah, but there's a skull and crossbones on Clorox bleach, and you're still handling that.
Well, you don't drink
You're
it.
not drinking it or
Yeah, but
smoking it.
you're still making contact with your skin. It's still an
It's
irritant.
not the same, and you know
It's
it.
how you handle it.
How many drops do you put in?
I put in 2 to 3 drops.
How many are you supposed to put in?
About two to three, but
like 1
2
to
to 3. 2 to 3 is supposed to last you about a half a day. I must put in 2 to 3 drops every 10 minutes. So
dude, you're killing yourself.
I don't think I am.
Understand something. With regular cigarettes, you may be killing yourself with the smoke getting in your lungs, but you're still ingesting nicotine, even though you're not doing it the same way, which is still hazardous to your health.
I don't know. We'll find out. If I start shitting blood, I'll be the first to tell you guys.
So you have 3 young kids, and you seem to be like treating this like a joke. There's a warning sign on the shit that it's not good for you.
Well, because it's nicotine, and
no, not the nicotine part of it. It's the other chemicals involved.
You had another bottle. I was looking for it today. You had another bottle out at Rick's the other day that said this hasn't been tested by the FDA. That company. It's just crazy.
The reason why I no longer have that bottle is because that company's out of business.
So you going to change anything? Or you just can keep doing
I'm going
it?
to change my filters as soon as I leave this place.
In the car, I try to tell you to stop.
I know. You drive me crazy with that. But getting back to Robin, she, it's like the eclipse. It happens only once in a long while. Robin made another trip to my office today.
Oh, really? What'd she say?
She came in and she's like, how come every time this diet stuff comes up, I got to be caught in the fucking middle of it? She wasn't pleased. I'm like, Robin, I go, you're only hearing half the story. Lisa G, she comes in, she asks you about a diet. Then she asks you your opinion on Robin's diet. Then I say, well, I think Robin's diet's horseshit. I think it's a fad diet. This is what I said to Robin. Then she goes on the air, that Lisa G, and she concocts this whole thing. Sal's on a diet, and he thinks Robin's diet is horseshit. Now, she asked me what I thought of it. It's not like she thinks it's not like I'm in the hallways doing backflips saying Robin's diet's horseshit. Look at me. You know, I am the greatest nutritionist in the world, the healthiest guy. So the news has to take some responsibility for that. I don't necessarily believe in Robin's diet. But
wait,
I think you
call that horseshit, Sal.
Yeah, I don't believe in that horseshit diet, but I didn't personally come forward and wave a red flag saying what Robin is doing is wrong.
So you're saying it's the news's fault because they asked you the question?
I'm saying the news is omitting some material things that should have been presented when they tell this story.
Well, she quoted you directly.
Yeah, she quoted me without entrap. It's slightly entrapment.
How is it? Wait, hold on. How is it slightly entrapment?
She asks me I'm dieting, I'm doing well. Then she asks me my opinion about Robin's diet. And I tell her that I think it's horseshit. But then she goes on the air and says, Sal's doing a diet and he thinks Robin's is horseshit. Well, it's not. She's putting it in a way, it's instigating. She's doing it in an instigating manner. She's trying to prod the fucking animal. So prod the gorilla, so to speak.
What should she have
For lack of a better, hold on, whatever. You know what I mean. Poke the stick to the gorilla. And that's or any other animal. Don't read it the way I'm saying it. But the point I'm trying to make is that it was a little instigating, and she omitted some material things that she should have said. I'm not out there saying Robin's diet's horseshit and mine's better. I'm saying this is what I'm doing, and I think Robin's diet is horseshit.
So why do you think Robin came back to you?
Because I think Robin is so caught up in this thing that in any way, shape, or form, any hint of her diet being horseshit, it personally bothers her because she really believes in what she's doing.
Well, I thought she made a great point. She said, look at her. I mean, she's been on this thing for a very long time. She's lost a bunch of weight. She's kept it off. She looks great.
She does.
What gives you the right to say that it's horseshit?
Because it's a fad. Listen, in the real life, you don't stick things up your ass. You don't blend these wacky green shakes. You don't run to the bathroom every 15 minutes and blow water out of your colon. These are just not normal human things. You know what a normal human thing is?
Smoking an electronic cigarette?
No, that's not either. Eating right and exercising. I don't agree with what Robin's doing, and you know what? She looks great, and I wish her nothing but the best health. But it's just not. These are fad diets, and if you were raised in this country, you would know by now that fad diets simply don't work.
See, my guess is that she went to talk to you because you hurt her feelings and you almost went out.
She wants to recruit me. She sees somebody who's a little weak, who's getting. I'm telling you what happened. She walked in there. She told me that she was upset that I brought her diet into it, and I explained to her how that happened. But as the conversation went on, it went into Bikram yoga. It went into what I need to do. It went into what I need to cut out. And I said, Robin, it's so funny. You say you're not in here to preach, but slowly you're reeling me in. Typical woman process. When you don't see it coming, they reel you in. And that's what she did. And she laughed. And I'm not cutting out pork, white pork. White pork is very good for you. And I'm not cutting out my seafood, and I'm not cutting out chicken, but I cut out red meat. But she says, oh, no, you wait and see. You're going to be cutting that out, too. So we'll see what happens.
So you don't think she came to vent. You think she came because she knows you're trying to lose weight and you're a possible new candidate for the way she's done it? You think it was a recruiting trip?
I think it was a combination of both. One, she was offended because she's so devout to this thing. She's so dedicated to this fakakta diet. But secondly, she saw somebody who wants to do something better for themselves and better for their body, and she saw an opportunity to kind of get me involved in her, Jim, what's that guy? Jim Davis, the Kool-Aid drinker guy, in that, what do they call cult?
Jim Jones.
And the Jim Jones,
Sorry.
Jim Jones liquid diet occult, I guess. I don't know.
He had a diet cult?
Is that what you said? Diet occult.
Do you know do you remember what that whole Jim Jones thing was about?
Yeah. He had an occult. He gave all these people Kool-Aid and they dropped dead.
Wait, he had what?
He had an.
I didn't hear you because JD was laughing. I'm seriously.
He had I don't know if I'm saying. I'm not. Apparently, I'm not saying the word right. He had a group of people that followed him. You know, he was this leader of some sort.
Right.
And he had them convinced that the government was no good and society wasn't right and that they should abide by his rules. And he had this occult. I think it's called an occult.
Right.
And he told them to drink the Kool-Aid. And once they drank the Kool-Aid, they would go to a better place. No different than that wacko with the purple triangles where they all cut their balls off and died in bunk beds.
The Kardashians.
Well, but you comparing it to that, I mean, Robin's been accused of being part of occults before on the show.
Yeah,
right, Benji?
And that's what I'm
Actually, yeah, people have said it's sort of a cultish type thing. Occultish, sorry.
I'm just confirming that. I'm just confirming that's you're right. So what I'm saying is it's not so crazy. I think to a certain degree it's a bit of an occult. You got that wacky girl who comes in, that doctor, whatever the hell she is.
Ronnie.
Yeah, Dr. Ronnie.
Yeah, but in Robin's defense, it's not wacky to her.
I mean, I
it's
shouldn't call it.
It's
Hold on.
worked for her.
Just she's not a wacky person. I should say you have a person coming in pitching to me a wacky diet.
John, you really don't. I think Sal has a point that, and I don't know. The question is, if Lisa had said it, I don't remember her saying it this way. When asked about Robin's diet, Sal said it was horseshit.
The thing is that I'm not going around saying that Robin's diet is horseshit. That's not my motivation.
But if somebody asked you the question, you're going to give the answer.
That's exactly right.
Okay. So I think you're responsible for your own answers, and Lisa's doing her job. But when they come in to do the headlines, of course they're going to want to stir it up a little bit.
Yeah, that's what they do. But I just want Robin to know that I'm not going out of my way to put her down.
That's what Hitler like, not till I was asked. I didn't know one. They said, what do you think of the Jews? And
now you're talking right, Bench. Now you're putting your head together. So it's not like I'm deliberately looking to knock Robin, but I stand by my word when I say I think it's a cockamamie, ridiculous.
So how did you
diet.
and Robin end the conversation?
We might end up at Bikram yoga together.
You agreed to do Bikram yoga?
And yeah, maybe even Richard. It sounds fantastic. It's a really great detoxifying thing, you know.
So it worked.
And it's 90 degrees in there. It's very hot, so you know you're going to see chicks in very skimpy outfits getting all wet. And when girls' bikinis and stuff get wet, you get to see the little nipple perforations and stuff like that and camel toes.
So that's not horseshit, according to you. I guess the Bikram
That's
yoga is
yoga.
acceptable.
Yoga's been around for years. Turn on your TV, you see people in tights bending over with their ankles up their ass. Yoga's that I might try yoga. I hate to exercise. So sitting around a little bit, stretching your legs and watching chicks bend over in front of you, who's better than you?
And you lost 10 pounds so far? Good
10
for you.
10 pounds. How much have you lost? I know you had some health issues.
I lost a little bit. I lost a little over 10, but I've had a couple bad weeks, and hopefully I'll get back on track.
I hope so.
Hey, I like you, but your ass is looking huge lately, man.
Oh, thank you, Benji.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
But you should go on. You know what? If anybody out there is feeling lethargic or they have high cholesterol, just cut out white flour, cut out sugar, cut out red meat, and cut out dairy.
Well, when you say sugar, what do you mean?
Well,
by that?
I mean like
So then what do you-
candies. I mean candies and sweets.
So
and
then what's
cakes.
left to eat?
Well, you got shrimp, chicken, pork. You got vegetables. You got olive oil, whole wheat breads.
And what was with
I
the,
make whole wheat
what
pizza.
was with the olive oil statement at the end when you were in there?
It's the greatest thing in the world, olive oil. I'll put it on my fucking Cocoa Pebbles. I love the fact that you can. No, but olive oil is like the greatest thing for you. It really is.
My question was more, what made you say, oh, by the way, Howard, I just want to tell you about olive oil?
Because I think it's a big misconception. I think when people think of oil, they immediately think that it's nothing. It's fattening. But it's not. Olive oil is not fattening. Olive oil. You want things with mono and poly unsaturated fats, and that's what olive oil has. So look, if you want a diet and you're an Italian like me, get a piece of whole wheat Italian bread, put a little olive oil on, a little garlic powder, some fresh garlic, chop a little onion on it, put some sliced red plum tomatoes, and drizzle it with olive oil. Forget it. You won't think you're dieting.
Is this some part of a olive oil occult or something?
No, well, my dad's getting involved in the olive oil business, but no. That comes from Libya, his olive oil. I don't know what he's doing.
I was
Libyan olive oil.
I was just going to pick up a call, but I can't let that go. He's got a Libyan olive oil business?
I just picked up my dad from Sicily, and he now told me he's in the importing exporting business.
Okay.
And he says he's got olive oil, very cheap at $1.50 a liter, which is unheard of.
Coming from Libya?
Yeah. So, well, I said, wow. Well, he just came back from Sicily, so I thought it was from Sicily. And I said, Dad, that's amazing. I go, $1.50 a liter from Sicily? He goes, no, it's not from Sicily. It's from Libya. I go, Libyan olive oil? I've never heard of that in my life. He goes, trust me, it's good. These people know what they're doing. And then my mother goes, but wait a minute, isn't that Libyan olive oil cut with another oil? And he goes, shut up when you don't know what you're talking about.